Give it up for KB Marion, everybody.
All right, what's up? It's KB Marion of the Happy Corner Podcast. About to get tattooed for the second time in my life. I'm a little nervous. I don't ever get nervous. All right, I do, but this is like a different type of nervous. So check it out.
What is up, everybody?
KB,
Yeah,
are you ready to spin the wheel?
I'm a little nervous, but yeah, I'm
All
gonna
right,
do it.
as you saw with Joe, we're going to spin first for where it's going to go,
Right.
and we're going to spin a second time for what it's going to be.
All
Are
righty.
you ready? Give it a good spin. Don't be afraid. Ooh. Foot top.
Foot
Going on
top.
top of your foot.
Yeah,
All right. How you feel about that?
that'll be dope. Rocking some flip flops. All right. Yeah,
All right,
we can do that. It'll be pimp.
We'll give it another spin to see what you're going to have in your foot for the rest of your life. Paradise.
Paradise, baby.
Flip-
Let's roll them.
Hey, what better place to wear flip-flops than paradise, right?
Yeah, yo.
All right, we're gonna get KB set up.
And then the tattooing will commence.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, give it up for KB Marion.
What is up? Is going down. Yeah, so one of my favorite, I used to be a high school English teacher. That's what I did by day. Did it by day. Fuck them kids. I've officially stopped teaching. Thank goodness. I used to teach out in Naperville. You guys know where that's at? Yeah, fuck Naperville. But one of the things, it was very sobering being a teacher out in that area because, like, I would pull into the parking lot and it'd be like, student parking lot, and it'd be like 2016 Benz, BMWs, 2015 Jeeps, and then I'd roll into the faculty parking lot and it'd be like a 1997 Camry missing hubcaps. Like, what the fuck? Like, what is going on? So yeah, one of the classes I taught when I was a teacher was philosophy because I was an English teacher. And it was one of my favorite classes to teach simply because, like, I got to challenge kids' beliefs and what they think and shit like that. So one day we're talking about our personal beliefs, and this one girl goes, "Oh, I'm a creationist. And I was like, "Okay, so you believe God created absolutely fucking everything?" She's like, "Yeah." I was like, "So you believe that God created like these big ass lizards that could almost breathe fire? We call them dinosaurs. Then he wiped the slate clean, and then he created like these saber-toothed tigers with these long ass fangs and these mastodons with these long ass tusks, and then he wiped the slate clean, and then he created every human and creature on the planet." And she's like, "Yeah." I was like, "So are you fucking telling me that the Earth is God's big ass etching sketch? Like when shit goes wrong, he's just like, second coming, bitches." He's like, "I gotta start all over. I'm just gonna make them all the same color this time. That experiment went horribly wrong." Oh, man. But yeah, I enjoyed teaching. But the one thing I hated about teaching is that people would bring in their kids' fundraisers all the fucking time. Don't do that. Don't bring in your kids' fundraisers. I can't stand when they do that, right? Like, because they'll bring it in and it'll be like $20 for cookie dough, $30 for wrapping paper, $30 for chocolate, and you can walk into Walmart and buy all that shit for $10. What is going on? So your kid can get a Slinky? Like, I'll just go to the dollar store and buy your kid a Slinky. Like, it's not that serious. But there's one fundraiser that gets me every single time. It's fucking Girl Scout cookies. Oh my God, you guys like the Girl Scout cookies? All right, what's your guys' favorite Girl Scout cookies? Wait, hold up. Them peanut butter cookies would take about 4 glasses of milk to eat 2 of them, bro. Like, no, we don't. Yeah, you gotta. And the thing about the Girl Scouts is they got supply and demand on lock. Like, they are the Frank Lucas Scarface of fundraising. Like, seriously. Like, somebody tell me, what do Boy Scouts sell? Nobody want that bullshit-ass popcorn. All right? You know the Boy Scouts get pissed off. They see them selling the cookies. Like, look at these bitches selling cookies. Oh, yeah, well, we could put out forest fires. And Girl Scouts are like, but yeah, we make millions, bitch. Girl Scouts have gotten so gangster that I have, like, walked into the grocery store, and they are in the grocery store selling Girl Scout cookies next to the cookie aisle. That's how gangster they got. So the little girl walks up to me. She's like, "Ma'am, would you like to buy some Girl Scout cookies?" And I'm like, I don't have any cash. She put out an iPhone. She's like, "We take credit, bitch. Run it." I was like, "Damn, all right. All right, give me 2 boxes of Thin Mints." You know what I'm saying? Nah, but like, I used to, like I said, I used to teach. I used to do all that shit. I'm glad that I'm out of it. Because to be quite honest, like one of my favorite things to do is smoke weed. We got any weed smokers here? Yeah. Hold it down there over there. But I enjoy smoking weed. The cool thing about it, the thing about it though, is like I'm one of those people, like me and my homies was smoking, and you know how you get into those high stupid conversations, and so we were talking, and my one homie was like, "Yo, if the world were to end, it would end with water, cause the earth is 90% water," and I immediately fucking panicked, because as progressive as I am as a black woman, I still don't know how to fucking swim. So I just imagine like millions of years later, right? It's like millions of years later, and there's like a whole new Grand Canyon after the flood, and there's like a tour guide, and he's like walking around, got tourists with their cameras out, and he comes upon some fossils, and he's like, "These are the fossils of black people. They were fast on land, but they didn't make it when the water came. Their big asses weren't as buoyant as they had hoped. And their large penises could not be used as a flotation device." That's the shit I fucking think about, man. There was one instance as a teacher that my kids ran into, like, you know, a whole little situation. I had this one kid come up to me. He's like, "Miss Marion, can I talk to you about some real shit?" I was like, "Yeah, I'd appreciate if you didn't curse." He was like, "All right, I got busted for weed." I was like, "Okay." He was like, "Now the typical protocol is," I was like, "Thank you for using vocabulary words." He's like, "The typical protocol is like you get suspended, they call your parents, you get arrested." I was like, "Okay, what happened?" He was like, "None of that happened." He's like, "The dean just put the weed back in his drawer." I was like, "Really?" He was like, "Yeah." I was like, "Did you get suspended?" "No." "Parents call?" "No." I was like, "Then Kendall, that's a fucking win-win." He was like, "How is that a win-win?" I was like, "You didn't get in trouble for weed, and now I know who I need to speak to about some weed after fucking school." Quick one. Oh, so driving out here, man, like low-key, this shit makes me kind of paranoid. It really does. The reason why it makes me paranoid is I got 2 tickets in 1 week. 2 tickets in 1 week, man. And so every time I see a black and white car, I'm paranoid, man. I was driving with my homegirl. I'm driving, looking at the left lane. I'm like, shit. I was like, "Hey, put on your seatbelt. The cops are in the left lane." She looked over. She was like, "Bitch, that's the Geek Squad car from Best Buy. You need to relax." That's been my time. KB Marion. Give it up for Aaron. Yes.
Yeah, keep it going for KB, everybody. That was her second tattoo ever, and you didn't even flinch. You're robbing me here. All right, we're going to wrap it up and bring on the next comedian
in just a few moments.
Yeah.
All right.